Hello, welcome once again to my channel. I'm glad you're still with me. As usual, my name is Felix Bukoye, and may I time this a Christmas edition. Compliments of the season. I'm glad we are all alive to witness this year Christmas, and we are all doing well by the grace of God. And I pray the reason for Christ coming to the world will manifest in everyone's life. In Jesus' name. Let's dive into this exercise right away. In this exercise, we're going to be learning new things. We have been doing a pattern, but we've not done a pattern along part. We're going to be doing a pattern along part today. And we're going to be drawing using the Eclipse tool, which you have not used before. So let's dive in right away. First and foremost, I'm going to draw a straight line, a vertical straight line of any dimension. It's going to be a reference line, so it's a construction line. I'll make it red color. Okay. Now I want to draw my F-leaves, but I will draw it in this manner in order to make sure it is straight along the path. So the height of the eclipse is 80. Enter 80. Press enter. They enter the side. The side is from the center to the side. So instead of using 60, I'm going to use 30. So if you check, we're going to be having that dimension. I'm going to use my dimensional geometric constraint of coincidence. I want it to be at the middle of this line. So I want it to be at the middle like that. I'll draw another one, which is this other one in the center. I form this particular one. Now here is an issue. If you choose to offset because it gives you 10 here, because let's offset it, we're going to understand what I mean by that. And the offset is 10. Press enter. We'll select this. Then we'll bring it in at 10. Now I'm going to offset this line too. Make it 5. Offset this line to this side. 5. Okay. Now I want to use my geometric constraint of fixed to make sure everything is fixed. You just have to do that. Using this, working on this, you have to use your constraint a lot. Fixed. So this has to be fixed. Press enter to repeat last command. This has to be fixed. Press enter to repeat last command. This has to be fixed. This fixed. And this fixed. I want to use geometric constraint vertical too, to make sure my lines are perfectly vertical and nothing move them otherwise. Okay, this one should be vertical too. So now we have the offset. Now the other thing we need to do is we need to consider this curve here, then this circle which is at tangent with this inner one here. Now if I take this circle, I want to take a circle, but I want it to be a 2-point circle. It will be a 2-point circle. 2-point circle. And the 2-point circle, I'm going to start from here down to here. Now that circle is supposed to be 12.5 in radius. So since I'm using 2 point, I'm going to use diameter. That is 25. We'll do it this way. Now we'll talk about this here. Now here, if you decide to trim and try to use fillet will not go. Okay, let's use fillet and fillet of radius 4. So say radius 4. If you pick this and this, it will not work. The fillet is not going to work. That one I've come to know, it's not going to work. So the other option we have is to use a circle of radius 4. So I put it in here, radius 4. Now then we'll use our geometric constraint tangent, one of those very important tool. Now if you pick this, you see it's not selecting, it's not selectable. It's not selectable for tangent. It's not going to select it. No matter how you go about it, it's not going to select it. It's not going to select it. So the way around this is we are going to do is to draw another ellipse. And that ellipse you're going to do a little mathematics. So if from here is 10 and here is 10, that means we have 20. So 60 minus 20, we have 40. 40 divided by 2 is this side that we're going to use. While the height is 80, if we remove 10, 10, we're going to be having 60. So 60 is the height. So I'm going to draw another ellipse, and I'll do like previous one. I want it to be 60 in height. Okay, then the side is going to be 20. Okay, now I want geometric constraint coincident. I want this and the center of this to be at the same spot. You see, that is that way there. Now I'm going to pick my circle. Now I have the circle tool here now. Geometric constraint tangent. Now you can see that I can unpick this and this. So the first geometric constraint fixed. If you don't do that, you're going to have a lot of issue. So we'll make sure it's fixed. Then geometric constraint tangent, enter. So you can unpick this. Sorry, this guy needs to be fixed. Geometric constraint fixed. This guy needs to be fixed. Okay, so geometric constraint tangent, this guy and this guy. Okay, you see, so that is something you need to have at the back of your mind. Something you need to have at the back of your mind. It's very, very important you remember that. Then when you offset an ellipse, you cannot find the tangent. You cannot find the tangent. Okay. So geometric constraint tangent. So pick this and this. I'll pick this and this. Geometric constraint fixed. I'm not sure if this guy here is fixed. Sure it's fixed. Okay. Then geometric constraint tangent. This and this. Press enter to repeat. This and this. So that is the only way whereby you can now get that done. So we mirror it to the other side, then we trim, and we'll mirror it vertically. Now, so we mirror it vertically. You can see. So here I can undo my use my power trim. Now let me hide the constraints to make sure we have a clean screen. Hide all of them. So I can use my trim tool now. Trim this, trim this, and trim this. Trim this, trim this, trim this, trim, trim this, trim this, trim this too, trim this, yeah, trim this, sorry, trim this. So we can see our shape is actually taking shape now. So what have I done? Oh, sorry, I missed it. You're supposed to be 2, while here's the 5. I turned it the other way around. Sorry. So Ctrl Z to undo. Okay. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. And that to delete them. Okay. So my circle here will be 2. Press enter. While here will be 5. Okay, dimensional constraint radii. So this one should be 2. Press enter. This one should be 5. Press enter. Okay. So tangent, geometric constraint tangent. Oh then. Okay. Geometric constraint tangent. Okay. This one and this guy. Press enter. This guy and this guy. Press enter to repeat. This guy and this guy. Press enter to repeat. This guy and this guy. Good. So with that I can mirror that. Take this, enter, then mirror them vertically. Okay, press enter. So use my power trim tool. Power trim tool. Power trim tool. Power trim. Power trim. Okay. Power trim. Power trim. Power trim. Power trim. Power trim. So if you look at it perfectly, we are good to go. So we are left with this our inner man here, which we can do. Now to do this inner man, we have 2 circles. The outer circle is 12.5, which we've already drawn, while the inner circle that houses the star is 8. So what do? We take a circle here, use our smart guide, use 8. So that's where the circle is going to fit. Then we'll take our polygon to specify the size of the polygon. We have 5 sides, and the center is going to be center of the circle. Then we're using corner. Remember, we have done that. If you don't remember, you can check. Now this angle is the angle we are working with, so it's going to be angle 18 based on the specification, and the length is 8, which is a radius 8. So you see it coincides with this guy here. So the angle is 18, angle 18, sorry, angle 18, and coincide with the circle here. So that's what we just did. Now what do we need to do? We take our line 2, then we take this guy, draw a straight line, come here, go up, drawing the star, don't forget, come here, and here we finish the line, enter. So the next thing we need to do is our power trim tool, trim all the ones that are not needed. Trim all the ones that are not needed. We'll trim all the ones that are not needed. Okay, trim this. We'll trim this. We'll trim this. Then we'll trim this. So our shape is partly completed. So let's join these ones together. Let's join this one together into one entity. We weld them. Just join entity. We have one entity here, and this one is here. So the other thing we need to do is we need to consider this one rounded. Consider this rounded. So we're going to offset this one here at distance of 5, because equidistance to what we have there, 5. Then we'll take our circle tool. Then at the point where you meet this middle line, we draw a circle of radius what? Of radius 2.5. This particular one here, 2.5, and the smaller one is 1. So we use radius 2.5, 2.5, enter. So we'll enter to repeat the last command. Then we'll use our smart guide to pick the center of this and the edge right there. Just 1, enter. We use our power trim tool to trim them out. You can zoom in. I use my scroll button to zoom in on the mouse. Then I would like to join the two of them together. So from one entity, press enter, selecting it. So you have one entity, and this entity has to be along this path round. Now we're going to select it and pick our pattern tool. Now if it is circular we are using, and we use the fill angle basis, and then we have 10 items. If you preview, see what we have? Everything scatter up and down. Now if you take this as the center of where we want it to rotate around here and preview, see what we have? Taken as a perfect circle. It's not along this path, but this drawing here, they're along this path. So what do we do? Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what do? We use the path tool. So the entity to be duplicated has already been selected, but we selected it before we click the pattern icon. Now we need to specify the path. We click here and click on the path. This is the path we want it to go along. If you preview it, you see what we have. Now let's escape. Here we need 10 items. Now we want it to be equal distance, equally divided. So if you preview it, you see, but it's still using this as a center. So we are going to change that. Here we are going to, no, we're not using last entity. We're picking here. So we're going to use the center of this circle here and preview it. You see, but it's facing the wrong direction. So what do? Escape, go back, go. We are still previewing. Change here. Then we come here and click preview. What do you have? Okay, so from the center to the side. So press enter to keep it. So our shape is perfectly done. Come here to hide all our constraints. We have a clean screen. We hide our constraint too. Then let's delete some of the things that are not needed. Enter. We can delete this too. Delete. We'll delete. Power trim tool. Need to trim here, and this and this. We change the color to normal because that become part of our drawing. So here we are. We can delete this one too. We don't need it. This work is done. Our shape is perfectly drawn. You can confirm by doing some dimensional analysis. Smart. Let's do this. If there's any error, I won't correct it. Okay, we have 10 here, and on and on and on and on. You can check all the rest to make sure they are correct. I'm not going to do that today to save our time. So this is the exercise that we're doing today. It's quite challenging, especially finding tangent of an ellipse. If you don't know this, it's going to take you a lot of time trying to figure out why is your drawing not working, why is your tool not working. But the actual fact is you don't offset what I put it, an eclipse, and still be able to find the tangent. So you have to draw it from scratch. Like and subscribe to our channel if you like what we are doing. See you in our next exercise.